Okay, fam. I'm trying this again. Welcome back. I'm going to pop out the chat because last stream I couldn't see the chat and I want to be able to see the fam. I want to see what everyone is saying and I want to hear y'all's feedback if you've watched Luca. So let's try this again because the chat's been goofing. If you're just now joining, yes, here, got the chat. Hey, Rodney. Hey, DJ. So I'm getting ready. In case you missed it last time, starting with Dossier. They're an incredible perfume company. They make designer dupes of incredible perfumes. They are all super iconic scents, designer quality, same ingredients, same quality, but no markups. This was like $30, I think. This is Floral Honeysuckle, which is a dupe of the Gucci Bloom. It is green leaves, orange, honeysuckle, jasmine, tuberose, orris, sandalwood, and vanilla. And it is amazing. It smells so good. Very floral. Love like the magnetized top. I love how beautiful it is. It looks amazing out on my counter. And I'm going to get my mom this one because I've been wearing it and she likes it so much. So I'm going to order it for mom. So I hope she's not watching now. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Ludi. Hey, Carrie. Okay. So I watched Luca last night. Has anybody watched it? If you've watched it, let me know in the chat. I wrote down my thoughts. I'm getting ready because I'm about to film a new Pink Lily boutique haul. And I am so excited about some of these pieces. I got this one shirt, you guys, that says "Not My First Rodeo," which we say a lot in the South. I don't know. If you've heard that saying, let me know. So I'm really excited to wear that one and some other really cute things. I got a sweatshirt that I'm really excited about. I think you guys are really going to like it. Oh, thank you. It's actually a robe. It's really dirty. I need to bleach it. Rodney, you guys haven't watched. Yeah, twins, y'all have been on an adventure. Y'all don't have time for Luca because you guys have been out there in it having what looks like the best time. Ludi, you haven't watched either. Ludi, you've been playing basketball. You've been busy. But I did write down my thoughts about Luca. I don't want to spoil it. Oh, the top of the perfume. Okay, I'm like, oh, thanks for this top. No, the top of the perfume is so cool. It's magnetized in silver and it like the bottle just snatches it in a way that's so satisfying. And the Dossier perfumes, ever since I started wearing those, I've gotten so many compliments and getting complimented on the way you smell. I don't know. To me, I like that. I don't know. That gets me tickled. Okay, Luca is free. Rodney, you're okay for spoilers? Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is the animation. I thought that the animation was absolutely gorgeous. And I know y'all have probably seen like the preview. And it feels different. And I want someone to help me because the character design looks a lot like another animated, not Disney. I don't know if it's like Chicken Little. It reminded me of some other kind of clay. It's like really claymation production that the characters looked like. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I can't remember exactly what it was, but it reminded me so much of a character design from another film that came out when I was younger that had characters that were made out of clay with like curly hair that was kind of shaped the same. I don't know. But all that to say, I thought that the animation was absolutely beautiful. I loved the color palette and I loved having something set in Italy. Does Wallace and Gromit? Oh my gosh. Carrie, thank you so much. I was totally spacing. Yes, it's Wallace and Gromit. That's exactly what it is. And yep, Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs. Allie. Hey, Allie. Yeah. The character design also does look like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. You're so right. It didn't look like traditional Pixar because you know how Pixar characters have kind of similar design. Pixar people kind of look the same. It didn't have that feel, which I'm okay with. But whenever I first saw it advertised, I didn't know it was even a Pixar movie. I didn't because it was so different. The Man and the Sheep. I do remember that show. Yes. You just unlocked a deep memory, Kimmy. Yeah, Ludi, the Gucci Bloom, I'm kind of all over the place, but the Gucci Bloom is very floral and fresh. It's I have so many sweet scents, which I love. Like that's what I love, that getting the Dossier floral honeysuckle. I was like, I need this for when I need something that's a little cleaner and more floral. Rodney, happy Father's Day to you. What are y'all doing? Do y'all have any special plans? Okay, Allie and the twins, thank you so much for that reminder, because it was driving me absolutely nuts. I was like, this animation looks like something else. These characters look like somebody else. Who is it that they look like? And y'all totally nailed it. It was different. It was just different than what I'm used to from Pixar, which is, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I wasn't as excited to watch it for that reason. But then I ended up actually really liking it, and I thought the animation was really beautiful. The color palette was beautiful, and I did like having something set in Italy. That was cool and different. That was actually my next note, is love seeing Italy. It's my dream to go there one day. And Kimmy said, agree about the different animation. I agree. It's not what you expect from Pixar, and so I think that's what made me reluctant, but I watched it because I thought, well, we'll just see. We'll just see what it's all about. And that town, I wish I wrote a note to share with you guys. Do you ever watch movies that you wish you could jump into and walk around? Luca was one of those movies. I'm like, I would love to just jump in this movie and walk around, because the town that the boys go into when they become human is so beautiful. Gucci number 3 scent. Ludi, I'll check on Dossier and see if they've got Gucci number 3. I know they have Gucci Bloom, and I know they're expanding all the time. And so but yeah, I thought the town that they animated was so charming, a little Italian seaport. It was just beautiful. And I am one of these people that like love when films have a great location. Like I love Just Go With It because the location is beautiful. I love To Catch a Thief because the location is beautiful. There's something to me with setting that makes a movie more fun to watch. And I think as an actor, it would be really cool to get to work on a film where you go to a super exotic location. I had a ton of fun on Burn Rider going and filming in Utah, and that was really cool. And I got to see some of the movie, you guys. I had to go do pickups, which is if you finish a film and then they're in the edit and they find that they don't have all the footage that they need, you do reshoots. And so we reshot stuff in Franklin, where I live. And I got to see some of the scenes that we were trying to continue or get coverage on, and it looks so cool. And I'm so excited to share it with you all. Yes. Oh my gosh, Rodney, it's a huge week for you. Yeah, Ludi, you will like the setting a lot. Yeah. Okay, Kimmy brought up a good point. If anybody knows that is watching this right now live, or if you're watching this later, why was Luca free when everything else is on Premier Access and is $30? That was interesting to me too. Not that I'm complaining. Let me just tell you, it's nice to get content for free or included in the price of your subscription. But I was curious why every other new release, at least to my knowledge, has been $30 and then Luca was free. Maybe it was always intended to be released on streaming. Maybe they're doing straight to Disney Plus now with some content. Yeah. If anyone has the answer to that, let me know. Rodney, it's such a big week for you. Rodney, send me a message with your address, please. And so that's a really interesting point. I don't know why it was free and others have not been, other than to say maybe Luca was always made to go straight to streaming. Although it's probably been in production for a long time because these animated movies are. Here's my next note that I wrote while I was watching. I feel like Luca riffed a lot off of The Little Mermaid. I was watching, and I don't ruin anything by saying this, but basically it's about a young boy who is a sea creature who lives down in the ocean with his family and wants to go to the surface. And there's family tension. His mother does not want him to. And I thought, wow, very, very Little Mermaid inspired. there was a lot of things there that I thought they really did borrow, at least I felt like a lot story-wise from, it felt very Little Mermaid-esque, which is not a complaint on my part. Y'all know I love Little Mermaid. I'm all for it. And I thought the design of the sea monster was really cool. I like that they had legs and a tail. I thought their colors were really pretty. I thought that that made it unique and interesting, but it did remind me of Little Mermaid in that way. DJ, I agree. Luca just seemed to kind of come out of nowhere. Didn't hear anything about it. Didn't know it was coming. Then bang, I saw, I think, a couple advertisements. Monroe is the one that saw it actually first and was like, hey, do you want to watch this new Disney movie? And I said, is that a Disney movie? He said, yeah, it's Pixar. It's going to be on Disney Plus. And I thought, well, okay. And then again, I thought that we would have to pay for it, but we didn't, which was really interesting. So, oh, Rodney, I love that question. My favorite Disney movie, live action and animation. My favorite live action Disney movie is the 2005 Cinderella. That is one of my all-time favorite movies, period. I love that film. Favorite animation? I feel like I kind of have to break it down like between Pixar and Disney. Pixar, I really love Inside Out. I cry every time I watch that. Probably Inside Out. Favorite animated Disney movie? That's really, really hard. I love the classics. Like I love Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty and Snow White for the nostalgia. And I think that the hand-drawn animation was so intricate. Oh, I love Monsters University, Kimmy, and Monsters Inc. I think that hand-drawn animation in the early days of the studio is just so beautiful and intricate, and it really was a marvel of technology and invention, and for that reason, I really love those. But I also love Tangled. It's so hard to pick. Everybody share your favorite live action and animation in the comments. Okay, so Carrie, I've not gotten the mail yet. I need to, because all of my mail comes to my parents, and now I have moved in with Monroe. I'm behind, but I'm at my parents today, so I'm going to get all caught up on my mail. I'm so excited. Hi, Dustin. Welcome to the Alleyways fam. Thank you so much for the love. Oh, Rodney, is Tarzan your favorite animated? That's Meredith's favorite. Rodney, when Meredith was little, every day she watched Tarzan. I think that a lot of kids had their like everyday movie they watched when they were growing up, and mine, y'all, was Wizard of Oz. That explains a lot, doesn't it? Not sure on live action. Oh my gosh, Kimmy, do you cry then when you watch Inside Out? If you're not watching the live chat, Kimmy said her and her sister Carrie's story is a lot like Inside Out because they moved away from Minnesota when they were the same age. Hey, Irvin, welcome to the live. Do you have today off from Thrifty Foods? DJ's favorite is Lion King and Tarzan, live action Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Oh yeah, you guys know something crazy? I saw the first one in theaters, the first Chronicles of Narnia in theaters, and did not see any of the rest. So maybe I should rewatch them. And Rodney is talking about the soundtrack to Tarzan, and I agree 100%. Phil Collins took no prisoners. He went so hard on that soundtrack. He knew. Now kids are saying he understood the assignment. Phil Collins, he understood the assignment. He knew what it was, and he killed it. What's everybody's favorite song from Tarzan? I love Trash in the Camp, and I think that one's so good, but there's so many really nice sentimental ones as well. So drop your favorite Tarzan song in the chat. I can't wait to see everyone's. Dustin, says his favorite is Little Mermaid because it has everything. Yep. Songs, character, story, villain. You're so right. That's a really great point, Dustin. There's nothing that's bad about Little Mermaid. And one thing that I'll add is I also love the animation. I think that the animation of The Little Mermaid is just gorgeous as well. You'll Be in My Heart makes me cry. Yeah, I love Phil Collins, Rodney. He went so hard on that soundtrack. Sleeping Beauty, Tangled. I knew the twins. I was like, y'all have to love Tangled because we talk about Tangled all the time. Aladdin. Yep. Hercules. Oh, Hercules. Such a good soundtrack. Yeah, all Disney music. Son of a Man is really good. What is everybody's favorite Disney soundtrack? I think that the best are the ones that are being mentioned. Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Hercules. Oh, what about the soundtrack from Princess and the Frog? That music was so good. You'll Be in My Heart makes me cry too, DJ. I cried every time I watched Tarzan when I was younger. And Meredith loved Turk. That was like her favorite. And we had her this gigantic Turk stuffed animal. And then when we went to Disneyland and she got to meet Turk outside the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. I'll have to see if I can find the photo and share it in the Facebook group because it's such a cute picture of her with Turk and she was so excited. She said it like Toke, Toke. She was so cute watching it all the time. Oh, Carrie, funny you should ask, how was the music in Luca? That was actually my very next note. So Little Mermaid inspiration, and the next one was beautiful music. So oddly enough, yesterday while I was working, I had Seinfeld on in the background, and they were playing music from an Italian opera, aria, and then that was the first song in Luca. They were playing it over a gramophone, I think, and the music was really beautiful. They used like a lot of Italian opera music or like kind of like classical sounding Italian music. They didn't do any kind of Americanized Italian. I thought there might be like some Dean Martin or Rosemary Clooney. I was kind of expecting that and it didn't happen, but the music was actually very beautiful in Luca. DJ, the Disney Greatest Hits is the best soundtrack. I have that CD. I love that CD. Craig's favorite animation, Tangled, Frozen, Little Mermaid, Inside Out, Brave, Aladdin, Toy Story. Love them all. Ooh, Carrie, y'all met Tarzan? I don't think we've ever met Tarzan in the parks. Irvin, great picks, classics. Part of Your World and Under the Sea. Come on, they both slap. From Tangled, At Last I See the Light. I loved Mandy Moore and what's that guy's name? Levi, someone. They were great voices in Tangled. They're amazing voice actors. Part of Your World is so good. Two Worlds is great from Tarzan. Craig, I agree. Oh, Ludi. Thank you. Yes, Zachary Levi. Thank you, Dustin. Beauty and the Beast. Y'all, we're forgetting Beauty and the Beast. How could we? Angela Lansbury? Come on. Okay, the next note I have about Luca is the character that played the grandma character is absolutely hilarious. And then his uncle by Sacha Baron Cohen. I don't know who played the grandmother, but both of those characters were absolutely hilarious. It seems like they let Sacha Baron Cohen kind of riff on his own and do what he does, which is, just he was hilarious. That character is in the post credits and it is so funny to watch. It's hilarious. He did a great job and the grandmother was also funny. It reminded me a lot of maybe it's a typical grandmother, but it reminded me a lot of my grandmother, like kind of sassy and getting into trouble. Yes, Zachary Levi. Thank you guys. How did I forget that? I love him. I love Zachary Levi too, DJ. He seems like a really good person. Okay, Kimmy said everyone should tell us your age by telling us what Disney or Pixar movie came out the year you were born. Y'all are Little Mermaid year. I believe I am Aladdin. So somebody tell me what year. I'm either Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast. 91. I just turned 30. So somebody tell me which one that was. Tarzan Rocks at Animal Kingdom. Rodney, was that a show? I don't remember Tarzan Rocks. How did we miss that? Ludi's keeping her age a secret. Ludi, I respect that. After I turned 30, I'm kind of like, well, how many people really need to know how old I am? How many people really need to know? Okay, let's look at my next note for Luca. Oh my gosh. So there is this time lapse. The first time Luca goes out onto land, he is really, really nervous because he's disobeying his parents and he's a really good kid that in their community, it's very frowned upon to go to the surface. So his friend that he meets brings him out of the water and he's freaking out. And the kid says, first time, he goes, yeah, I'm a good kid. But then he obviously gets really caught up in, being on the surface, and he's loving it, and he's made a friend, and they're building a Vespa because they get obsessed with Vespas as like the symbol of freedom. And that's kind of like the driving force behind them going to the surface, is they're trying to win this competition to be able to have money to build a Vespa and go around the surface world. And so he is with his friend, and they're building a Vespa, and he keeps being like, I have to go, I have to get home. And then they cut in time cards that were like 15 minutes later. Now I really have to go. 1 hour later. No, I should have left. 3 hours later. I've got to go now. And my note was, that is just like Southern goodbyes. I don't know if y'all's family are the same, but you start saying goodbye in the South at a family function, and you want to start your goodbyes about an hour before, because it's going to take that long just to get out the door. That cracked me up. Okay, let's look. I'm catching up on the chat. Let's see. What did you think about the hand-drawn princesses going into the third animation and Wreck-It Ralph 2? Oh, into 3D animation. Dustin, that's such a great question. I was so excited to see that. Like, I thought it was really, really cool that they had all the princesses hanging out, and I thought it was cool to see how they were all kind of interpreted into the 3D style. I can't remember really specifically, like, to have enough critical feedback to say, oh, I think this person should have looked a little different, or I thought that. I just remember being really excited to see the hand-drawn princesses in 3D. What did you think, Dustin? Who did you like? What did you think about that? It was a live music show at Animal Kingdom. Wow, I'm really sad I missed that, because Rodney, on that, who here has seen the Golden Mickeys? Comment below if you've seen the Golden Mickeys. The Tarzan portion of the Golden Mickeys on board the Disney Dream is absolutely amazing. Of course, you have the great Tarzan music, but then they have performers doing acro up on ropes, and it is so impressive. Okay, 91 Beauty and the Beast. That's a good Disney birthday movie. DJ, you just Irish goodbye. I can see it. I mean, it takes so long to get out the door that sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just have to go and be like, I'll catch them later. Wow, Irvin, is Monsters, Inc. already 20? How am I that old? Race to Witch Mountain. Rodney, I've seen that on Disney Plus. Is it good? Golden Mickey's fam. Y'all, I miss the Golden Mickey so much. It is my favorite show, and I was really hoping that on the Wish announcement, they were going to say that they were bringing the Golden Mickeys to the Wish, because I just think it's the best, and they didn't, but maybe, who knows? They said they have more announcements about shows that are forthcoming, but I really wish they would. Hi, Lillian! It is so good to see you. We're talking about Luca. Oh, I have some more notes about Luca. The villain in Luca was really interesting. Something about the way he was animated reminded me a lot of the villain from Ratatouille. Who can remember his name? The chef in Ratatouille who's after Linguini and Remy. What is his name? It's not coming to me. But the villain in Luca reminded me a lot of him, and he is so funny because he's competing with these kids in a race that's only supposed to be for kids, and he comes to sign up, and the lady doing the sign up, she's like, this is for kids. He's like, I'm 16, and he looks really old, and I laughed so hard at that. You guys, that one really got me. Lillian, watch Luca and let me know what you think. Okay, Dustin, that's interesting feedback on the animation. He liked Ariel more from 3D because he felt like they really made some upgrades to her animation style and like some of the character design. That's an interesting point. Yeah, okay. The twins are talking about villains tonight, which I also really do like. Is his name Igor? Is that the villain from Ratatouille? Okay, DJ was talking about how we're getting Aladdin on the Disney Wish, and I still have not seen that, y'all. I still have not seen the Aladdin show, and I've heard it's really good. And I am so, so excited to see it. I've not booked the Wish yet, but I still need to. I'm trying to, right now, because I just got married, I'm trying to like financially save up a little before I book, you know, have like a little saving period and then do my down payment. So hopefully soon I'm in a place where I'm like, yes, time to book. I'm so ready. Let's see. Speaking of villains, anyone else be on board with the villains park at Walt Disney World? Rodney, that is such a good idea. A villains park would be amazing. That's such a good idea. What kind of rides could there be? There could be a really Maleficent. I know you guys, if you're here, I don't know if y'all remember my sisters, and I ranked our favorite Disney villains, and we love Maleficent. So she would definitely need her own villain ride. That would be Rodney, that's such a good idea. Dustin, the Little Mermaid ride at Disney World is so good. Have you been on it? And Dustin, weren't you the one that gave us the idea to do princess sidekick ranking? Because we're talking about doing that, my sisters and I. Hopefully we're going to film that tomorrow if everyone can get to my parents on time for Father's Day. I think that was Dustin's idea. Yes, Ludi, he did look mean. Something about them reminded me of each other. And he was a funny villain. The villain in Luca was funny. He was not like particularly threatening or too scary, but he was a really good villain. Kimmy, by the way, still nothing from Michael about the package I sent. So that's upsetting. We've been in other live chats with Michael K. We got on the chat time Oh yeah, the villain park is such a good idea. I love that idea. And Dustin, thank you for the idea on the Disney Princess sidekick video, because we were really, really excited to do that. Oh my God, Kevin's here. Hey, Kev. Wasn't Luca really cute? Kevin, what did you think? What was your feedback on the movie? I thought the message was sweet too. Like, love and accept who you are as you are, and like everybody's different, and it was a really, really sweet movie. And I loved the little girl, Julia, in the movie. She was so cute and had such a good personality. And I thought she was really great. I have another note in my notes that was something that cracked me up. So there is a part in the movie where the villain is trying to make fun of Luca and his friends, and Luca is like very sweet and kind of timid, and the villain is kind of insulting them. He's like, well, you're like a catfish, and the guy's like, what? And he's like, the guy has like a sad kind of little mustache, and he's like, because catfish are bottom feeders and also have two sad little whiskers. And it was so funny. It was like such a sweet, subtle little burn, and he was all nervous to say it. That part cracked me up. My next note was, after watching Luca and watching the animation, I am craving pasta, because that animated pasta looked absolutely delicious. I have never had a cartoon make me so hungry as watching Luca. Oh, Rodney, Shan Yu is terrifying. I was terrified of Shan Yu when I was little. I don't know. Maleficent was really scary, but Shan Yu, I was like, you watch a movie a ton of times, but every time I watched Mulan, I thought, I don't know if they're going to make it past this guy. He's so scary. And then, yeah, Shan Yu. Scar is great. Dustin, it is a lot like a male version of The Little Mermaid. My only other notes were, I don't want to ruin the ending for anybody, but the ending kind of wasn't what I expected, and I think I need a little more time to see if I love one of the elements of the ending. I think I need to think on it, sit with it. All in all, it was a really sweet movie that I'll definitely watch again. Yes, Be Prepared is absolutely slapped. Jeremy Iron crushed that. And yeah, Carrie, twins, DJ, y'all better have the pasta ready, because otherwise you're going to have crazy cravings. Hercules is a great villain. Hades from Hercules is a great villain because he's really funny. Like he's funny and scary, and that's kind of hard. Sometimes when I think they make the villains funny, they're not as scary. Like I love Yzma. Yzma is right up there with Maleficent for me. But yeah, I liked Luca. I want y'all to watch it so we can talk about it so I can just, it'll help me decide if I like it. So everybody watch it. Let me know what you think. I'm about to go do my hair and stick on some eyelashes and tape some videos. So I'm about to wrap this up. Ooh, how does everyone like their pasta? Garlic, butter, and olive oil. That's Rodney. Rodney, that sounds amazing. Or as Evangeline would say, amazing. I like any and all pasta. Not gonna lie. I will eat any kind of pasta. My favorite, I don't want to sound basic, but I love spaghetti and meatballs. I love it. It's like what I had at Tony's was just so good. When people watch this, they're gonna kill me for saying that, but I like spaghetti and meatballs. That's my favorite. Okay, fam, I'm going to go and get some of this work done. But thank you guys for black truffle pasta for sets. I'm not even thinking. Duh. Oh my gosh, Rodney, you saved the day. Black truffle pasta per sets. There it is. My favorite. And then, yeah, I love Tony's twins and DJ. Okay, fam, I'm going to go finish getting ready and tape these videos, but I hope you guys know, I know I say it all the time, like, I love you guys so much, I love you so much, but I hope you know, I think about you all, you guys motivate me so much, and getting to talk to you all makes me so happy. Like, this community means the world to me, and I just can't believe that I'm so lucky to have you guys as my friends, and I love each and every one of you. All right, bye everyone.